Hi, everyone. Tonight I want to talk to you a little bit about the protection prayer. I often say the word protection, and I want to make sure that there's no misunderstanding as far as what protection is to me. As I stated many times, I believe that only positive energy exists on the other side, nothing negative. I believe that negativity exists on this side of the veil, okay, in the physical sense. And I believe the negativity that is around us, very often we allow into our own lives. Even negative people can negative attracts negative and positive attracts positive. And that is a very, very true statement. Okay, so when I say the word protection, I'm talking about protecting ourselves from the negativity that surrounds us in the physical sense. And we're surrounded with negativity all the time. We hear it on the media, we see it in articles. You know, the movies alone from Hollywood, the horror movies, are enough to put so much attachment to you. I shared with you a few days ago about the one movie that was put out a few years ago, and all the high school students and college students, my phone was ringing off the hook because they were terrified after watching this movie. So what happened there was it brought a lot of negativity into them. So, you know, I know that nothing negative exists on the other side, but I don't watch those movies. I don't watch anything that's going to instill fear into my mind, into that left brain. I try to, watch things that are enlightening. I try to read things that are going to feed me spiritually. I try to surround myself with positive people. Now, this is life. And there's always negative people that will come in and out of our lives. And there's not much we can do about that except learn when enough is enough and know when to pull away. Know when to pull away. And I've done that quite a few times. Years ago, I didn't know how to pull away from negative people. I'm getting very good at it. When people no longer feed my soul, or I see them hurting other people, or I hear a lot of negative comments coming out of their mouths, then those are people that I don't choose to have in the circle around me, So the protection prayer that I say every morning when I get out of bed, I stand up and I say the words, I am surrounded and filled with the light of God's love and divine protection. Only good will come to me and only good will come from me. And every time I do a reading or teach a workshop or do a mentoring, anything that I do pertaining to this work or anything I do really in life, I always like to start with that prayer, because this way, if any negative people come around me or situations are around me or I hear things negative around me, I don't let them connect to me. I don't like the word attachment. Very often the charlatans out there will say, oh, the attachments, spirit attachments. There's no such thing as spiritual attachments, okay? If anything attaches to you, it's negativity in the form of gossip or things that aren't good, healthy or holy for us. That's what an attachment is to me. Spirits, there's no such thing as negative spirits, so there's nothing to attach itself to you. Everything we do in life is by choice. But when I do a reading, before I do the reading and after I do the reading, I always do that prayer before. And very often I sage my center just about every day. Well, definitely every day, sometimes 2 times or 3 times a day, depending on how many readings I'm doing and what's going on in the center. But I do that for clear energy. And again, everything in the metaphysical world is by intention. And everything in faith is intention. You can believe and choose to live in God's love and light or not. So everything is intention. What is intention? Intention is faith, okay? So by setting the intention and saying that prayer, I'm basically saying I am not going to allow the negativity of other people or situations or anything to be a part of my life, okay? So when you hear me say the word protection, again, it is never protection from the other side, because only positive exists on the other side. Negativity exists on this side of the veil, and it's your choice only. Okay, so I just wanted to go over that quickly, because I did get a lot of questions asking about protection and what are good protection prayers, and what if I burn a dark candle instead of a white candle? Am I bringing in negativity? It's such nonsense. None of that is true. It's just nonsense. So I don't want you to buy into any of the nonsense that's out there, and there's a lot of it, okay? So I've kind of made it my goal in life to expose a lot of the charlatans that are out there. And of course, I can't do it by name, but by educating you and helping you to understand how the spirit world blends and works with our world, I think that you'll be educated enough to understand and be able to separate the true spiritual evidential mediums opposed to the charlatans. Okay, so that's it for tonight. Have a wonderful night, and my intention for you tonight is that you have a peaceful night's sleep, and a loved one from spirit will visit with you in your dreams. God bless.